So, yesterday I talked about the seats, show you how nasty the seats are and how much worn out they are. And I also mentioned that, I enter and exit car quite a lot, and some people didn't believe me when I made an estimate of how much I actually enter and exit the car, because they believe that, I did most of my trip. Most of my trip was like long trips. So, I was also curious myself, and today I did some Nimber task. I counted how, in the end of the, well, it's not even end of the day, it's just 2 in the afternoon, but at least in the end of that trip, I counted how far I have driven. It was, you can see the screenshot there. And also counted how many times I entered and exited the car. And I was quite surprised to see how many times that was. So, I started the trip with entering the car in the garage, and then I had to back up to the trailer and then exit to hitch up the trailer, so that's 2. And then after that was done, I entered the car again, so that's 3. And then I drove to Skedsmokorset to pick up a large table, so I had to exit the car, 4. And then I pick up the table, and then in the car again, 5. And then I drove it to, I don't remember where it was, Årvoll, to deliver the large table, so that's 6 to exit the car, and then 7 to enter the car when I was done. And then I drove downtown to pick up a parcel, so that's 8 to exit at was again the Radisson. And I pick up the parcel, enter the car again. Well, I lost count how many times it was, but so I put the parcel in the car, and then I enter the car, and then I went to pick up a small table. I put it in the trailer, so then I had to exit the car again and then enter the car. And then what did I do? I think after that I went straight home. Then I was done with the task for today for now. But when I came home, I had to park the trailer and then exit the car again, unhitch, and then park the trailer, enter the car, and then move the car to the garage, plug it in. So how many was that? I counted 14 times, and the distance was just 63.6 kilometers. Do some quick math, and that means 1 entry or exit every 4.5 kilometers, or like 3 miles. That is a lot, for local driving. For long trips it would be less, but still, because I do what I do, right? I mentioned for charging, if it's a Chalmo charging, it could be also longer. At supercharge, you might have to unhitch. Most of the time I can get away without unhitching, but still, some entering and exiting during the trip. And then at the destination, let's say Bergen, Trondheim, whatever, I also had to enter and exit the car quite a lot. So, this car has done 150,000 kilometers, and I estimate that I have entered or exited the car about 15 to 20,000 times, which is not unlikely. Of course, if I only did local runs, let me do a quick math here, it would be as high as 33,000 times. But of course, it's a mix of local runs and whatever. And also, yes, we have to count in that I don't only use the car for transporting stuff. I also go on vacations and whatever from time to time. And then, yes, we enter and exit the car less. But yeah, so I have no idea how much other people enter and exit the car. What's the average distance between when you enter and exit the car? It's probably not this high. Some people estimate, like 20-30 kilometers or more, so that means like 5 to 10 times more than me. So in a way, you can say that the way I use my car is like a really good stress test of how bad this will be like after 10 years. Some people, they don't understand, or they don't give a shit. They're like, oh, it's still bad after 2 years. What are you from Mars or something? You also have to look at the circumstances, and this is probably, I'm not trying to justify why the seats are so torn out, but I try to find answers why they look like they do. We can always look at other people who has done 150,000 kilometers in their Model X, and we can most likely we will see that their seat is in much better condition, and they might not even have done any maintenance on the seat. So yeah, but interesting. If you guys think this is interesting, I will try to find someone who has done some high mileage on the Model X, preferably also with a perforated seat. Yeah, then we can try to compare the different. Yeah. So I think that's it for now. So talk to you guys later.